Now let me ask you.
We're here.
Knowing what you know now, of the past 30 years of Wu-Tangology, would you have struck a different deal with the RZA? You still would have just given them their running papers?
I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
30 years. Me and RZA still talk 2 or 3 times a week.
It matters.
Right? I will never fight over money. So by me, I was in survival mode. I needed that plaque. I needed a gold album, right? So I met them on March 3rd, 1993, a day after my 31st birthday. I was with East Swift. I was with East Swift from the Alcoholics. We're in New York. I'm in a guest office in New York, and the receptionist comes. In those days there was no security, right? You just pop up at a record company.
Not like Def Jam. Okay.
Right. And they said, Prince Rakeem is here. I've been trying to chase him down since the beginning of the year. And he shows up, and it's me. So he's talking, he goes, I have the guys downstairs. Now, I don't know if there are 3 guys, 9 guys, whatever it is. But I'm in an office as big as the fucking square on my Zoom right this second, right? And East Swift is behind me. And they perform Protect Your Neck live to the record. Somebody comes barging into the room and says, that's that shit. I don't know if he was in the mailroom or RZA set me up, right? And he left. I never saw the guy again. But the energy in that fucking room was ridiculous. And RZA said, this is the only way we're going to do the deal. And I was like, you know what? I was managing New Edition. Ralph was always threatening to leave. And the only one where the group to me was always bigger than the
BBD
solo artist, except for Michael Jackson. But even when Michael Jackson toured, when it came time to do a Jackson tour or the Jackson 5 or whatever they would call it at the end, they still outdid Michael's tour.
Wait, damn. Now that you said that,
good point.
I wanted to ask, because even at the Essence Festival this year, I was like, this might be the rare case in which Tito is more successful than Michael. How did that affect Ralph, at least during that time? I know I don't know when you left New Edition, but you were there for Heartbreak, in which when they came to you with the idea of like, hey, we're going to do our side project with Poison, were you guys like,
no?
I
I was already out. Hiram was still.
All right, you were out. Okay, I got it.
Hiram, but I was there when Mike called me and said we want to put Johnny in the group. So if Ralph ever leaves, we have a lead singer.
Okay, so it was like that.
But at the end of the day, like I just always believed the group will still always be bigger than the whole. And the truth of the matter is, he let me still have matching rights. You know how much that album cost us?
Cheap.
Not a lot.
$60,000.
60 grand. Yeah, I read that.
Right? So how many albums you think I sold between Wu-Tang Forever and 36 Chambers?
I get it.
And Raekwon's album.
I get it.
And you're not the bad guy. Like I just remember in the show.
And I still had the best solo album out of all of them.
I know, but all right,
ODB,
but look, again, I'm just saying that this is lightning in a bottle. You literally have Super Friends. And yes, I agree that when the smoke is cleared, Cuban Links is probably, I almost feel like I know that we can't say anything bad about Into the Wu-Tang, but for me, like, Cuban Links is the pinnacle Wu-Tang project.
100%. Everybody agrees. I mean, that should have been the second album.
Part of you wasn't a little bit greedy, like, let me take Dirty, or
Dirty. First of all, Dirty was already signed, and but this is where my head's at, and this is my thing. I still made money, right? Because when Dirty was signed to Elektra, I still had the marketing company. Elektra paid me triple what I normally got.
Okay.
Geffen paid me triple what I normally got, right? So I was good. And like I said, I'm not gonna fight over money, and I'm not greedy.
Mm.
Right. So I did okay. And I feel I won. And it made loud what it was. And it gave me the reputation that the artist came first. You forget I also got arrested fighting for them.
Whoa, what happened?
Wait, I'm trying to remember. I remember. This sounds familiar. Go ahead, tell us.
So renegotiating Ray's first album, Cuban Links, and Wu-Tang's second deal and second album. They came in to renegotiate. And I'm supposed to be on RCA side. But before that even happened, me, RZA, his lawyers, and my attorney, we came in and we're going to do this together. I haven't gotten paid yet. I'm making my money through the marketing company, right? We're at like 1.5 million records sold now, and the business affairs, she was a woman, is holding still for $20,000, and I'm like, and Bring the Pain is blowing the fuck up, and I'm like, just give him the $20,000, or I'll write a fucking check. Like, I'll figure out a way to get him the $20,000. I never hit a woman in my life to this day, right? But she says, go fuck yourself, Steve Rifkind. And we're in the 36th floor conference room. I take this chair and I'm ready to throw the chair through that window that's gonna break the window and it's gonna land on somebody on Broadway. I catch the chair, I dislocate my thumb, I turn around and I throw it through the glass door in the lobby. And they called the cops came, arrested me. It was a Friday. I just found out I was having my first child 3 days before that. And
Damn.
that's and
Shit was intense.
Damn.
but and then don't
You a
forget
rider.
right, there was no emails. This was literally, I sent them a voicemail. I sent them a call. I was in Florida for Thanksgiving, and Method Man just did 120,000 first week. No, like those numbers were crazy. I was like, you just fucked yourself. Like, and RZA wouldn't sign the deal yet until, and I went off, and it just created a war between me and BMG. But the thing was, RZA says, don't worry, we're going to come back in February, and we're going to take up every fucking penny they have. And they ended up getting a new CEO and a new president. And we came in and we put him in a fucking headlock, and we took him.
Did just that.
We took him for every fucking penny they had.